Across every landscape a silent order prevails. Apex predators rule at the top. These remarkable creatures, often hidden in the shadows or moving with quiet confidence, are the ultimate survivors. Their presence is felt even when they are unseen, shaping the world around them in ways both subtle and profound. In the golden light of dawn, a lion surveys his vast domain, his mane catching the first rays as he listens for distant calls. His every breath is a testament to generations of survival, his senses tuned to the faintest rustle in the grass. The lion's world is one of constant vigilance, where every decision, when to patrol, when to rest, when to hunt, ripples through the savannah. In the frozen silence of the north, a wolf pack moves as one, their breath steaming in the cold air, each step a testament to their unity and purpose. The alpha leads with silent authority, guiding the pack through snow-laden forests, their paws leaving fleeting imprints on the white canvas. Each member knows its place, from the playful yearlings to the seasoned hunters, and together they weave through the wilderness, their howls echoing across the tundra. Deep within tangled jungles, a tiger glides through the undergrowth, her stripes blending perfectly with the dappled light. A master of stealth and patience, she stalks with calculated precision, her every movement a blend of power and grace, her golden eyes fixed on the shifting shadows ahead. The jungle is her kingdom, and every creature within it is attuned to her silent passage. These animals are more than hunters. They are the architects of their ecosystems, shaping the land and the lives within it. Every move they make, every hunt they embark on sends ripples through the environment. In the rushing rivers of the wild north, grizzly bears stand poised, their massive paws ready to snatch leaping salmon from the current. The bears' fishing is a spectacle of patience and timing, each catch a vital link in the cycle of life. As the bear feasts, scraps are left behind for eagles, foxes, and even the soil itself, nourishing the forest for seasons to come. On the sun-baked savannah, African wild dogs communicate with subtle glances and high-pitched calls, orchestrating complex strategies that outwit even the swiftest prey. Their hunts are ballets of coordination, each dog playing a role, flankers, chasers, blockers, working together with unspoken understanding. In the vast blue, killer whales glide in tight formation, their intelligence and cooperation allowing them to outmaneuver seals and even great whales. The pod's matriarch leads with wisdom, her knowledge of the ocean's secrets passed down through generations. These apex predators are the keystones that hold nature's intricate web together, their actions echoing through every level of life. By controlling populations of herbivores and smaller carnivores, they maintain balance and prevent the collapse of entire habitats. Without them, prey populations would explode, vegetation would vanish, and the delicate balance of life would unravel. A pride of lions moves with silent precision, their golden eyes fixed on a herd of zebras. Each member plays a role, some drive the herd, others wait in ambush. The tension is palpable as the lions close in, the outcome of the hunt shaping the fate of both predator and prey. In the dense forests, a lone wolf chases an elk, testing the herd's strength and culling the weak, ensuring only the fittest survive. The chase is a test of endurance and strategy, the wolf's persistence a vital force in the health of the forest. On the open plains, a cheetah crouches low, her gaze locked on a distant gazelle, her body coiled like a spring, ready to unleash a burst of speed unmatched in the animal kingdom. The cheetah's pursuit is a fleeting moment of pure energy, a dance between life and death that keeps the grasslands in balance. These predators are nature's regulators, their presence essential for the health of the wild. Their influence ripples through the food chain, creating healthier, more diverse environments. High above the woodlands, an eagle rides the thermals, her keen eyes scanning for the slightest movement below. With a sudden dive, she keeps rodent populations in check, preventing overgrazing and protecting the roots of the forest. Her nest, perched high in the canopy, is a fortress for her young, and her presence is a constant reminder of the balance she maintains. Beneath the waves, sharks patrol coral reefs, their presence keeping fish populations balanced and the reefs vibrant. The shark's silent patrol is a warning to the reckless, a guardian of the reef's fragile beauty. In the emerald heart of the rainforest, a jaguar rests in the shadows, his powerful jaws capable of crushing the skulls of armoured prey. The jaguar's territory is vast, his movements secretive, his role as top predator ensuring the forest remains a sanctuary for countless species. Each apex predator in its own unique way ensures that life flourishes in all its forms, their adaptations perfectly tuned to their environments. Witnessing an apex predator in action is to see evolution's masterpiece. Grace, power, and survival in perfect balance. The leopard's leap is a blend of explosive strength and pinpoint accuracy, her muscles rippling as she closes the gap in a heartbeat. Her prey's fate is decided in a single, silent moment, the forest floor bearing witness to the cycle of life. The great white shark bursts from the ocean in a breathtaking breach, its jaws snapping shut with incredible force, a testament to millions of years of refinement. The ocean's surface erupts in a spray of water and power. The sharks hunt a fleeting glimpse of the raw energy beneath the waves. On the frozen tundra, a polar bear charges across the ice, his massive frame surprisingly agile, his thick fur and blubber insulating him from the bitter cold. The bear's journey is a daily struggle against the elements, his survival a story of adaptation and endurance. These moments reveal the extraordinary adaptations that have allowed them to thrive. Camouflage, speed, strength, intelligence, and senses honed to perfection. They challenge our ideas of strength and vulnerability, teaching us about balance and consequence. Even the mightiest predators face hardship, caring for young, recovering from injury, or surviving in a world that is constantly changing. A lioness gently nuzzles her cubs, her fierce protection matched only by her tenderness. Her days are spent teaching them the skills they will need, her nights spent guarding them from unseen dangers. A wolf pack regroups after a long hunt, sharing the spoils and tending to the wounded. Their bonds are forged in the crucible of survival, each member's fate tied to the strength of the pack. An injured alpha limps through the wild, his scars a record of battles fought and survived. His resilience is a testament to the will to endure, his presence a reminder that even rulers of the wild are not immune to the trials of life. Their struggles and triumphs mirror the challenges faced by all life on Earth, each day a test of resilience and adaptation. As we explore their world, we'll uncover the skills, drama, and vital roles of these unseen rulers. In the icy depths, an orca's hunt is a display of intelligence and teamwork as the pod corrals a seal onto a floating ice sheet. Each member plays a part, from the matriarch's guidance to the youngest calf's first lessons in the hunt. At the river's edge, a crocodile waits motionless, its eyes barely above water, ready to strike with lightning speed. The riverbank is a stage for ambush, the crocodile's patience rewarded in a single explosive moment. High in the mountains, a snow leopard moves with ghostly grace, her thick fur and powerful limbs allowing her to navigate sheer cliffs in pursuit of elusive prey. Her world is one of solitude and silence, her every step a calculated risk in the thin mountain air. Each story is filled with tension, strategy and survival, a testament to the endless ingenuity of nature. Their story is the story of the wild, raw, beautiful and essential. By understanding the lives of apex predators, we gain a deeper appreciation for the natural world and the intricate connections that sustain it. These unseen rulers remind us that the health of our planet depends on the balance they maintain and the wild beauty they protect. In every untouched wilderness, every sunset over the savannah, and every rainforest teeming with life, their legacy endures, an eternal testament to the power and wonder of nature's greatest survivors. Their reign is not marked by crowns or thrones, but by the silent influence they wield over the living tapestry of Earth. In the endless cycles of hunt and survival, in the quiet moments of care and resilience, the unseen rulers of our planet continue their ancient watch, guardians of the wild's enduring spirit. Across the vast tapestry of the natural world, a global assembly of titans emerges, apex predators, each a marvel of evolution, each a living legend in its own right. From the sun-baked savannas of Africa to the icy forests of Siberia, from the winding rivers of the tropics to the shadowy jungles of Asia, these rulers of the wild are sculpted by the relentless demands of their environments. Their stories are as diverse as the landscapes they inhabit, yet all are bound by a singular purpose: to survive, to thrive, and to reign at the very top of the food chain. Some of these titans are masters of disguise, their coats and scales blending perfectly with the world around them. A jaguar's rosettes melt into the dappled sunlight of the rainforest, while a snow leopard's smoky fur vanishes against the crags of a Himalayan cliff. Others are bold and unmistakable. Their colours and patterns are warning to all who cross their path. Every adaptation, be it the silent step of a stalking cat, the armoured hide of a crocodile, or the keen senses of a wolf, is the result of countless generations of trial, error, and triumph. In the heart of Africa, the lion pride is a living force of nature. Golden coats ripple through the tall grass as they move with purpose, each member playing a vital role in the survival of the group. The air vibrates with the sound of their roars, a thunderous proclamation that echoes for miles, marking territory and warning rivals. Within the pride, bonds are forged through grooming, play, and the shared challenge of the hunt. Their teamwork is legendary. Lionesses fan out in coordinated formation, flanking herds of antelope, while the powerful males defend the pride from intruders. Here, unity is strength, and every hunt is a testament to the power of cooperation. Journey eastward, and the world transforms. In the frozen forests of Siberia, the mighty tiger moves alone, a solitary shadow gliding through the snow. Each step is measured, each breath a whisper in the icy air. The Siberian tiger's massive frame is built for endurance, its thick fur a shield against the bitter cold. In the lush jungles of India, the Bengal tiger stalks with infinite patience, melting into the emerald undergrowth. Here, every rustle, every flicker of movement is scrutinized by eyes that miss nothing. These tigers are the embodiment of stealth and power, their solitary existence a testament to the art of the ambush. Along the winding rivers, another titan waits. The crocodile, armoured and ancient, lies motionless beneath the surface, only its eyes betraying its presence. For hours, even days, it can remain perfectly still, a living relic from a time when dinosaurs ruled the earth. When the moment comes, it erupts from the water in a blur of muscle and teeth, jaws snapping shut with bone-crushing force. Its patience is legendary. Its ambushes swift and merciless, a strategy unchanged for millions of years. In the northern forests and snowy wilderness, the wolf pack is a marvel of coordination and communication. Each wolf knows its place, its role, its duty to the pack. Their haunting howls ripple through the night, a chorus that binds the group together and marks their territory. Through dense woods and across frozen lakes they move as one, tracking, chasing, and finally bringing down prey many times their size. Their success is built on trust, loyalty, and the unbreakable bonds of family. Each apex predator, whether the social lion or the solitary tiger, is a master of its domain. Their lives rarely intersect, yet their influence is felt throughout their ecosystems. The lion's presence shapes the movements of herds across the savanna, while the tiger's silent passage sends ripples through the jungle. Each is a keystone, holding the delicate balance of life in place. Across continents and climates, these titans stand as guardians of the wild. Their presence is a living testament to nature's boundless diversity and ingenuity. In every corner of the globe, the stories of these apex predators are woven into the very fabric of life on Earth. A global assembly of titans, forever shaping the world they rule. The hunt is the heartbeat of the wild, a ritual as old as life itself. For apex predators, every hunt is a masterclass in patience, precision and adaptation. Picture the lion, its golden body pressed low against the sun-bleached grass, each muscle tensed in anticipation. The tiger, stripes melting into the dappled shadows, becomes a phantom in the undergrowth. In these moments, the world narrows to a single focus: the prey. Every breath is measured, every step calculated, as the predator reads the wind, the terrain, and the subtle signals of its quarry. The art of the hunt is not merely a contest of strength or speed, it is a symphony of instinct, intelligence, and the relentless will to survive. Across the globe, each predator has evolved a hunting strategy as unique as its environment. In the frozen silence of the northern forests, wolves move as one, their breath steaming in the cold air, eyes locked on a distant herd. In the murky waters of a riverbank, a crocodile waits motionless, its armoured body hidden beneath the surface, only its eyes betraying its presence. High in the branches, a leopard surveys the land below, every muscle coiled for the perfect moment to strike. These are not random acts of violence, but the culmination of generations of adaptation, each technique refined by the unforgiving hand of nature. On the open savanna, the cheetah's hunt is a breathtaking spectacle of speed and agility. The chase begins with a slow, deliberate stalk, the cheetah's body pressed flat against the earth, eyes locked on a grazing antelope. Then, in a sudden burst, it explodes into motion, limbs stretching, spine flexing, tail whipping for balance. The world blurs as the cheetah accelerates, heart pounding at over 200 beats per minute, lungs gulping air in desperate gasps. Every stride is a gamble, every second precious. The cheetah's claws grip the ground, its slender frame slicing through the grass, closing the distance in a matter of heartbeats. This is the fastest land animal on Earth, and its hunt is a race against time and exhaustion. In the stark, frozen expanse of the Arctic, the polar bear's hunt is a lesson in patience and endurance. The bear waits, motionless, beside a breathing hole in the sea ice, its white fur blending perfectly with the snow. Hours may pass, the only movement the slow rise and fall of its chest. Beneath the ice, a seal surfaces for air, unaware of the danger above. In a flash, the bear strikes, its massive paws crashing through the ice with astonishing force. Here, survival depends not on speed, but on the ability to endure the cold, to wait for the perfect moment, and to strike with unyielding power. Beneath the waves, orcas orchestrate hunts with intelligence and cooperation unrivaled in the animal kingdom. Pods move in perfect synchrony, communicating with a complex language of clicks and whistles. Together they devise strategies, herding fish into tight balls, tipping ice floes to dislodge seals, or taking turns to exhaust a fleeing prey. These techniques are passed down through generations, each hunt a lesson in teamwork and innovation. The ocean is their domain, and within it they are supreme tacticians. In the high mountains, the golden eagle reigns as a master of the skies. With eyesight sharp enough to spot a hare from miles away, the eagle circles high above the rocky slopes. When the moment comes, it folds its wings and dives, plummeting at over 150 miles per hour. The wind screams past as its talons extend, locking onto its prey with unyielding force. The eagle's hunt is a display of aerial prowess, a testament to the power of precision and timing. The diversity of hunting methods in the wild is a showcase of nature's ingenuity. Wolves, with their intricate social structures, coordinate attacks, flanking and herding their prey with silent signals and practiced movements. The octopus, a master of disguise, melts into the sea floor, its skin shifting colour and texture to match its surroundings. With a sudden flash, it envelops its prey in a cloud of arms. The leopard, silent and unseen, uses the cover of darkness and dense foliage to approach within striking distance, its every step a study in stealth. In the final moments before the attack, time seems to slow. Predator and prey lock eyes, each aware of the other's presence. The air is thick with tension, every muscle primed for action. This is the crucible of survival, where instinct and experience collide in a silent battle of wits. The world's predators have adapted to every corner of the planet. In the dense rainforests, the jaguar moves like a shadow, its powerful jaws capable of crushing bone. In the open ocean, the shark's streamlined body and acute senses make it a relentless hunter, detecting the faintest vibrations in the water. On the snowy tundra, the Arctic fox listens for the subtle movements of rodents beneath the snow, then leaps with pinpoint accuracy. Each strategy is a masterpiece of evolution, honed over countless generations. The rewards of the hunt ripple through the wild. A successful kill means survival not just for the hunter, but for its family, its pack, its pride. Wolf pups play in the snow, nourished by the efforts of the pack. Lion cubs grow strong on the spoils of the pride's teamwork. Polar bear cubs learn the ways of the ice from their mothers, while eagles soar above the mountains, their young waiting in the nest. The art of the hunt sustains life, weaving predator and prey into the fabric of the ecosystem. Sensory adaptations are the secret weapons of the world's greatest hunters. A lion's vision pierces the twilight, detecting the faintest flicker of movement. The tiger's whiskers twitch, sensing the vibrations of hidden prey. Wolves swivel their ears, catching the softest rustle in the underbrush. These senses are finely tuned instruments, each one critical to the success of the hunt. Some hunters possess almost supernatural abilities. The owl, with its head rotating nearly 270 degrees, can pinpoint the exact location of a mouse beneath the snow. The snake flicks its tongue, tasting the air for chemical trails left by its prey. The bat, flying through the darkness, emits high-frequency calls, building a sonic map of its world with every echo. These adaptations are the result of millions of years of evolution, each one a marvel of natural engineering. Cooperation is a powerful force in the wild. Lionesses fan out across the savannah, working together to encircle a herd. Dolphins drive schools of fish into tight balls, taking turns to feed. Even ants, tiny but numerous, swarm over prey many times their size, their collective strength overwhelming all resistance. These acts of teamwork are not just about efficiency, they are the foundation of survival for many species. The climax of the hunt is a moment of pure intensity. The cheetah's claws dig into the earth for a final burst of speed. The eagle's talons clamp down with crushing force. The shark's jaws snap shut, ending the chase in a single decisive motion. Each predator's adaptations come together in these final seconds, the culmination of all their skills and senses. After the hunt, a different ritual unfolds. The lioness calls her cubs to feed, their future secured by her success. The wolf pack gathers, each member taking its share, bonds of loyalty and kinship reinforced with every meal. The leopard, ever cautious, drags its prize high into the branches, safe from scavengers. These moments of rest and reward are as vital as the hunt itself, ensuring the next generation will learn the art of survival. The art of the perfect hunt is a living legacy written in the tracks left on the savannah, the ripples in the water, the shadows cast by wings at dusk. It is a story of resilience, adaptability, and the unbreakable will to survive. For every predator, each hunt is a new chapter in the ancient saga of life and death, a testament to the raw beauty and power of the natural world and the enduring spirit of its wildest inhabitants. In the wild, raw power alone is never enough. True dominance belongs to those who master the art of stealth and strategy. These apex predators are not just hunters, they are tacticians, blending patience, intelligence, and an uncanny ability to disappear into their surroundings. Every movement, every breath is calculated for maximum effect. Apex predators are unrivaled in their ability to vanish into their surroundings, using camouflage to become ghosts in their own domains. The Arctic fox, for example, is a master of seasonal disguise, its coat shifting from brown to pure white as snow blankets the tundra, rendering it nearly invisible to both prey and rival predators. The leopard, for instance, is a master of disguise. Its rosette-patterned coat breaks up its outline, allowing it to melt into the dappled light and shadow of the forest. Draped over a tree branch, it becomes a part of the landscape, motionless for hours, waiting for the faintest sign of opportunity. In the water, the crocodile is a silent assassin, lurking just beneath the surface, its eyes and nostrils the only hint of its presence. It waits, patient and still, for the perfect moment to erupt from the water in a burst of power. In the ocean's depths, great white sharks and orcas use the cover of darkness and the element of surprise. The great white, a shadow in the blue, glides silently below its prey, its pale belly blending with the sunlight above, its dark back vanishing into the abyss. With a sudden surge, it launches upward, the element of surprise its greatest weapon. The orca, too, is a master of concealment, gliding beneath the ice, unseen by the seals resting above, calculating the perfect moment to strike. On land, African wild dogs and wolves rely on flawless teamwork and silent coordination. Each member of the pack knows its role, moving as one to outmaneuver and outthink their quarry. The wild dogs fan out across the savannah, communicating with subtle glances and body language, driving their prey toward hidden ambushes. Wolves in the frozen forests move with ghostly silence, their paws barely making a sound on the snow as they encircle their target. They use the landscape itself as a weapon, herding prey toward rivers, cliffs, or dense thickets, cutting off every escape route with calculated precision. The wild dogs drive antelope toward rocky outcrops where escape is impossible. Wolves guide caribou toward frozen rivers where the footing is treacherous and the odds tip in the predator's favor. Communication is silent and subtle, flicks of the tail, a glance, a shift in posture. These signals are understood instantly, allowing the pack to adapt and improvise in the heat of the hunt. In the chaos of the chase, a single look can change the entire strategy, turning a desperate pursuit into a perfectly executed ambush. Solitary hunters like tigers and jaguars exploit the low light of dawn and dusk when shadows are long and vision is blurred. The tiger moves through the mist, each step measured and silent, its striped coat breaking up its outline among the reeds and trees. The jaguar, a phantom in the rainforest, uses the tangled undergrowth and fading light to approach its prey undetected. They wait, motionless, for the perfect moment, knowing that patience and timing are as deadly as claws and teeth. The tiger's eyes never leave its target, every muscle coiled, ready to explode into action. The jaguar, hidden by the riverbank, remains unseen as its prey lowers its guard, unaware of the danger lurking just meters away. These predators understand not just how to attack, but when and where, choosing ambush sites with care, reading the movements of their prey, and striking only when success is all but certain. The wolf pack lies in wait, hidden by the undergrowth, while a big cat remains perfectly still, blending with the shadows. The crocodile, patient and unblinking, waits at the water's edge, its gaze fixed on the herd. When the moment comes, their speed and precision are unmatched, every move calculated, every muscle primed for the chase. The cheetah's explosive sprint is the culmination of perfect timing and positioning, while the snow leopard's leap from a rocky outcrop is a testament to patience and pinpoint accuracy. Intelligence and adaptability are their greatest weapons. They learn from every hunt, adjusting tactics, reading the land, and outsmarting even the wariest prey. The wolf's eyes scan the terrain, the leopard moves with fluid grace over rocks, and the tiger's gaze never wavers, each predator constantly refining its approach. In the relentless contest of survival, it is often the cleverest, most cunning hunter who prevails, proving that in nature, stealth and strategy are the true marks of an apex predator. Every successful hunt is a story of patience, intelligence, and the silent mastery of the wild. For apex predators, survival is not merely a matter of strength or speed. It is a relentless contest for territory, a struggle that shapes every aspect of their existence. Each predator must carve out a domain, a patch of wilderness that provides enough prey, water, and shelter to sustain life. The boundaries of these territories are invisible lines, fiercely defended and constantly patrolled. Wolves, for example, move as a unified pack, patrolling the snowy forests and meadows that make up their realm. They mark their boundaries with scent, leaving clear warnings to outsiders. When an intruder dares to cross these lines, the pack responds with swift, coordinated aggression, driving the threat away to protect their kin and resources. In the savannas, lion prides are ruled by coalitions of powerful males. These rulers constantly patrol the edges of their territory, roaring to announce their presence and warn rivals. When a new coalition challenges the pride, brutal battles erupt. Only the strongest males survive, and with victory comes the right to lead, to mate, and to ensure their bloodline endures. Solitary tigers, masters of the dense jungle, claim vast territories for themselves. They mark trees with deep claw marks and scent, creating a silent map that other tigers can read. Encounters are rare, but when two tigers meet at the border, the confrontation is intense, each animal weighing the risks of battle against the need to defend its domain. Across the wild, these territorial struggles are fierce and unending. Predators clash in displays of strength and cunning, each battle a test of fitness. The victors claim the spoils, prime hunting grounds, access to mates, and the security of their lineage. Young predators watch and learn, absorbing the lessons of dominance and defense from their elders. Every encounter, every patrol hones their instincts and skills, preparing them for the day when they must claim and defend a territory of their own. Dominance is more than brute force. It is a delicate balance of aggression, strategy, and wisdom. The alpha leads not just with strength, but with the ability to provide and protect, ensuring the survival of the next generation. In the end, the wild crowns only the most worthy. Through endless cycles of challenge and defense, apex predators shape the land, their reign written in the silent language of territory and dominance. Each victory and defeat etches a story of survival, a testament to the unyielding spirit of the wild. In the wild, every heartbeat, every movement, and every decision is woven into a tapestry of life, one that is held together by a delicate balance. At the very top of this intricate web stand the apex predators, wolves, lions, and countless others, each playing a crucial role as nature's managers. Their presence is not just a symbol of power, but a force that shapes the destiny of entire ecosystems. These predators are the architects of the wild, their influence extending far beyond the hunt. When apex predators roam the land, they keep populations of herbivores in check. Without them, deer and elk would multiply unchecked, stripping forests and grasslands bare, leading to barren landscapes and the collapse of habitats for countless other creatures. The silent gaze of a predator from the shadows is enough to alter the behavior of prey, keeping them on the move and preventing overgrazing in any one place. This constant vigilance ensures that no single species dominates, allowing a rich diversity of life to flourish. Nowhere is this more evident than in Yellowstone National Park. When wolves were reintroduced after decades of absence, the effects rippled through the land. Elk, once unchecked, began to avoid riverbanks, allowing willows and aspens to recover. Beavers returned, building dams that created new habitats for fish, birds and amphibians. The landscape itself was reborn, all because of the guiding hand of the apex predator. The wolves' presence transformed the park, demonstrating the profound impact a single species can have on an entire ecosystem. In the ocean's depths, a similar story unfolds. Sea otters, small but mighty, patrol the kelp forests, preying on sea urchins that would otherwise devour the kelp and leave a barren seafloor. With otters present, kelp forests flourish, providing shelter and food for a dazzling array of marine life. The otter's appetite is the guardian of an entire underwater world. This delicate balance ensures that the ocean's ecosystems remain vibrant and teeming with life. Predators do more than control numbers. They shape the very fabric of life. By targeting the weak, the sick and the old, they ensure that only the strongest survive to pass on their genes. This relentless process of natural selection strengthens prey populations, making them more resilient to disease and environmental change. The cycle of life and death, predator and prey, is a dance that has been perfected over millennia. This evolutionary dance, played out over millennia, creates ecosystems that are vibrant, diverse and robust. Every species, from the smallest insect to the mightiest predator, is connected in a web of life that is constantly shifting, adapting and renewing itself. The interactions between species create a dynamic equilibrium where each organism plays a role in maintaining the health of the environment. Predation is not an act of cruelty but a vital force, an ancient rhythm that sustains life. It is the engine of evolution, the sculptor of landscapes, and the silent guardian of balance. Through their actions, predators ensure that ecosystems remain balanced and that life continues to thrive in all its forms. The balance maintained by apex predators is fragile, yet it is the foundation upon which thriving ecosystems are built. In their presence, life flourishes in all its wild, untamed beauty. The intricate connections between species create a world where every creature has its place and the harmony of nature is preserved. In the heart of the wild, every day unfolds as a grand symphony, a delicate balance of life and death, where each creature plays its part in a story as old as time. For apex predators, existence is a relentless contest, a dance on the knife's edge between survival and oblivion. The rising sun signals not just a new day, but a fresh set of challenges. Hunger gnaws, rivals lurk, and the ever-present threat of injury shadows every step. The world is a living tapestry, woven from countless moments of tension and release, where the fate of one animal ripples outward, touching the lives of many. The lioness, driven by instinct and devotion, braves the dangers of the savannah to provide for her cubs. Each journey for food is a perilous odyssey, fraught with the risk of encountering rival predators or losing her hard-won meal to scavengers. Her every action is a thread in the intricate web of life, for the nourishment she brings sustains not only her young, but also the scavengers and insects that follow in her wake. Her courage and sacrifice echo through the grasslands, shaping the destinies of all who share her world. In the frozen forests, the wolf pack moves as one, a living embodiment of unity and cooperation. Each member, from the seasoned hunter to the playful pup, contributes to the pack's survival. Their coordinated hunts are a marvel of strategy and communication, allowing them to bring down prey far larger than themselves. The success of the hunt feeds not only the wolves but also the ravens and foxes that scavenge the remains, illustrating the interconnectedness of all who dwell in these wild places. Amidst the struggle, moments of tenderness bloom. Grooming, nuzzling and play are vital rituals, strengthening bonds and teaching the young the skills they will need to survive. These acts of care ripple outward, fostering cooperation and trust within families and packs. The gentle touch of a mother's tongue, the playful bite of a sibling, each is a note in the symphony, harmonizing the fierce with the gentle, the wild with the nurturing. Yet, the wild is a place of constant peril, especially for the young. Vulnerable cubs and pups face a gauntlet of dangers, hunger, disease, and the ever-watchful eyes of predators. Many will not survive to adulthood, their brief lives feeding the cycle that sustains the land. Each loss, though tragic, is woven into the greater pattern, nourishing the soil, the scavengers, and the plants that will one day shelter new life. Those who endure are shaped by adversity. Scars mark their bodies, each one a testament to battles survived and lessons learned. These seasoned survivors become the guardians of their kind, passing on hard-won wisdom through example and action. Their presence ensures the continuity of the cycle as they teach the next generation to navigate the ever-shifting landscape of the wild. The resilience of these creatures is a tribute to the wild's enduring spirit. Each challenge met, each adaptation made is a note in the ongoing composition of life. The roar at dawn, the howl beneath the stars, the silent leap across a river, these are the melodies of survival, echoing across generations and landscapes. The landscape itself is a living stage where predator and prey are bound together in an endless dance. The movements of one shape the fate of another, and the cycles of birth, death and renewal are played out beneath the watchful eyes of the sky. Even the scavengers and the smallest insects have their roles, ensuring that nothing is wasted and that life continues in myriad forms. The chase, the struggle, and the final moments of the hunt are both brutal and awe-inspiring. Each act of predation is a vital part of the cycle, ensuring the health of the herd and the survival of the hunter. The energy exchanged in these moments fuels not just the victor, but the entire ecosystem, as every life taken gives rise to new life in turn. In this world, every heartbeat matters. Every decision, every encounter is a note in the symphony, a composition of survival, adaptation and transformation. The interconnectedness of all species, the cycles of nature, and the relentless drive to endure create a masterpiece that is ever-changing, yet eternal. This is the wild's greatest song, a symphony of life and death, played out beneath the open sky, where every creature is both audience and performer. Picture a world where the silent shadows of apex predators have vanished completely. No distant roar echoes through the valleys, no stealthy paw prints mark the riverbanks at dawn. In this world, the ancient balance of nature begins to unravel. Thread by delicate thread, as if a masterful tapestry is being slowly pulled apart. Herds of herbivores, once kept in check by the ever-watchful eyes of hunters, now roam unchecked across the plains and forests. Their numbers swell beyond the land's capacity, stripping fields bare and gnawing every green shoot to the ground. Hillsides, once lush and vibrant, become scarred by erosion, the soil exposed and lifeless beneath countless hooves. The grasslands, once a sea of waving green, are reduced to stubble and dust, while the forests lose their undergrowth, leaving only skeletal trunks and broken branches. The vibrant tapestry of life begins to fade. Without predators to cull the weak and maintain balance, biodiversity plummets. Forests and grasslands, once alive with a chorus of species, grow eerily quiet as plants and animals alike vanish from the landscape. The once rich symphony of birdsong and insect hum is replaced by silence, broken only by the restless movement of hungry herds. Small mammals and ground-nesting birds, once protected by the presence of predators, are trampled or outcompeted, their populations dwindling until only a few remain. Even the herbivores, seemingly the beneficiaries of this new world, begin to suffer. Overcrowded and weakened by hunger, they fall prey to disease and starvation. The sick and frail, no longer removed by natural selection, linger and spread illness through the herds. Calves and fawns, born into a world of scarcity, struggle to survive, their bodies thin and their movements slow. The strong and the weak alike are caught in a cycle of decline, as food grows ever scarcer and the land can no longer support their numbers. The land itself groans under the weight of unchecked appetites. Rivers run muddy with eroded soil, and once thriving habitats become wastelands. The suffering of animals intensifies. Malnourished, injured and desperate, they wander a world that can no longer sustain them. Waterholes shrink and dry, their banks trampled into mud, while the air grows heavy with the scent of decay. The intricate web of life, once held together by the presence of predators, begins to unravel at every level. The memory of predators lingers only in fading tracks and distant echoes. Their absence is felt in every corner of the ecosystem, a missing keystone that once held the wild together. The places where they once prowled, dense thickets, rocky outcrops, riverbanks, are now empty, their silence a haunting reminder of what has been lost. The balance they enforced, the order they maintained, is gone, leaving chaos in its wake. Territories once fiercely defended now lie empty, the signs of their former rulers slowly erased by wind and time. The intricate dance of life, once choreographed by predator and prey, falters and collapses. The trails that once marked the passage of lions, wolves or eagles are overgrown or washed away, and the very landscape seems to mourn their absence. In this world without predators, harmony is lost. The wild becomes a shadow of its former self, a silent, unbalanced realm where the web of life has unravelled and the song of nature is all but stilled. The sun rises and sets over empty valleys and barren plains where the only movement is the restless search for food and the slow, inevitable decline of life. This is a world adrift, its ancient rhythms broken, its future uncertain, a poignant reminder of the vital role predators play in the story of the wild. Across the endless savannas, where golden grasses sway beneath the wind, and within the shadowed depths of ancient forests, apex predators stand as the vigilant guardians of a world delicately balanced. The lion, perched atop its rocky throne, surveys the vast plains with a gaze that pierces the horizon, every muscle attuned to the subtle rhythms of the land. In the dense forests, the wolf pack stands alert, their senses alive to every rustle and scent, their unity a testament to the power of family and cooperation. These creatures are not simply hunters, they are the architects of equilibrium, the silent conductors of a symphony that has played for countless generations. Their presence sends ripples through the land, shaping the very fabric of life. Herds of antelope move in response to the lion's silent patrol, their migrations carving ancient paths across the earth. In the forest, the wolf's howl signals the start of a new day, prompting deer and elk to graze with caution, ever aware of the balance between predator and prey. When apex predators thrive, prey populations remain in harmony, allowing grasses and shrubs to flourish, rivers to run clear and forests to breathe. The intricate web of life is strengthened at every strand, each connection vital to the survival of all. Each dusk, the haunting howl of a wolf echoes through the trees, a call that binds the pack together and marks their territory. At dawn, the lioness leads her pride through the tall grass, her movements silent and purposeful, teaching the young the ancient art of the hunt. These moments are more than mere survival. They are lessons passed down through generations, shaping the instincts and wisdom of those who will one day take up the mantle of guardian. The invisible hand of the apex predator guides the wild's future, ensuring that the ancient order endures. In the presence of these guardians, the wilderness flourishes. Elephants, the gentle giants, roam undisturbed across open plains, their paths shaped by the subtle influence of predators who keep the ecosystem in balance. Tigers, cloaked in sunlight and shadow, slip through the dense jungle, their every step a reminder of the wild's untamed spirit. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the mightiest herbivore, finds its place in this grand design, each life woven into the tapestry of existence. The health of the land is written in the footprints of its guardians, the promise of tomorrow carried in their survival. Without these apex predators, chaos would unravel the delicate threads of life. Prey would multiply unchecked, stripping the land of its green mantle, and habitats would wither beneath the weight of imbalance. The fragile harmony that sustains all would falter, and the wild would lose its resilience. Apex predators are the silent stewards, their every action a testament to the enduring beauty and strength of the natural world. Their presence is felt in the shade where lions rest, in the synchronized movement of wolves across snowy terrain, and in the quiet moments when the wild holds its breath. For the generations yet to come, the legacy of these guardians is hope itself. Their continued existence ensures that the wild remains a sanctuary, a place where life can adapt, endure and thrive. As herds cross rivers at dawn, watched over by unseen eyes, and as the sun rises on peaceful grazing grounds, the future of the wild is written anew each day. The young learn from the old, inheriting the wisdom of survival and the lessons of harmony. A wolf pup's first howl, a lion cub's tentative steps beside its mother. Each new life is a promise, a continuation of the wild's ancient story. These moments are safeguarded by the strength and vigilance of apex protectors who ensure that the cycle of life continues unbroken. As the sun sets over untouched wilderness, the silhouettes of these guardians stand against the fading light, a reminder that the fate of the wild rests in their paws and claws. Their enduring presence is the key to a thriving, resilient world where the legacy of life endures, wild and free, for all generations to come. In their watchful eyes and silent footsteps lies the hope of a world forever untamed, forever alive. Beneath the rolling waves and in the endless blue, another world thrives, one ruled by apex predators as ancient as the seas themselves. These formidable hunters have evolved over millions of years, mastering the art of survival in the ocean's vast and varied landscapes. Here, the great white shark glides silently, a master of precision and power. With its senses finely tuned, it can detect even the faintest heartbeat in the water, using electroreception to locate prey hidden from sight. This apex predator is a marvel of evolution, its sleek body built for speed, and its jaws capable of delivering a devastating bite. Nearby, orcas move as a family, their intelligence and teamwork unmatched. These social creatures coordinate complex hunts, outsmarting prey with strategy and speed. Their communication is sophisticated, with each member playing a crucial role in the hunt, showcasing a level of cooperation rarely seen in the animal kingdom. In the shadowy depths, the elusive giant squid drifts, its tentacles poised for a lightning-fast ambush. This mysterious creature, rarely seen by human eyes, is a reminder of the ocean's hidden wonders. Its ability to change color and blend into its surroundings makes it a master of camouflage. while its agility allows it to dart swiftly through the water. Each of these oceanic titans has evolved extraordinary adaptations: the shark's electroreception, the orca's sophisticated communication, and the squid's camouflage and agility. These adaptations are not just survival mechanisms, they are the result of millions of years of evolution, fine-tuning each predator to its environment. Their hunting methods are as varied as the seas. Some rely on stealth, others on brute force or cunning cooperation. Each predator has carved out a niche, ensuring its place at the top of the food chain. Together, they keep marine populations in balance, shaping the health of coral reefs, kelp forests, and open waters alike. Their presence ensures that no single species dominates, maintaining the delicate equilibrium of the ocean's ecosystems. Without these guardians of the deep, the ocean's delicate balance would unravel, prey populations would explode, habitats would decline, and the underwater symphony of life would falter. The absence of apex predators would lead to a cascade of changes, disrupting the intricate web of life that sustains the ocean. Yet as long as the apex predators patrol the vast blue, the seas remain vibrant, dynamic, and full of wonder. Their presence is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life in the ocean. Their presence is a testament to the power and mystery of the ocean, a realm where every ripple tells a story of survival, adaptation, and the eternal dance of predator and prey. In this underwater world, the apex predators are the guardians, ensuring the ocean remains a place of awe and wonder for generations to come. High above the forests, where ancient trees sway in the wind, over rugged mountain peaks that pierce the clouds, and across the endless sweep of open plains, a world unfolds that few creatures ever witness up close. Here, a different class of predator reigns supreme: raptors. These masters of the air, including hawks, eagles, and falcons, are built for dominance in the sky. With wings sculpted for speed and maneuverability, they slice through the air, weaving between gusts and thermals with astonishing precision. Each beat of their wings is a calculated movement, allowing them to soar for hours or dive in a heartbeat. Their talons, curved and razor-sharp, are weapons honed by evolution. As they fly, these formidable claws remain poised, ready to strike with lethal force at a moment's notice. From dizzying heights, raptors scan the world below with eyesight so powerful they can detect the faintest twitch of a mouse's tail hundreds of feet away. Their vision is among the sharpest in the animal kingdom, allowing them to track every subtle movement across vast distances. As dusk falls and darkness creeps over the land, another aerial hunter emerges, one cloaked in mystery and silence. Owls, the silent sentinels of the night, patrol the skies with an almost ghostly grace. Their wings are lined with velvety feathers that muffle the sound of flight, allowing them to glide undetected through the shadows. In slow motion, each feather flexes and shifts, absorbing the rush of air and silencing their approach. With a sudden, silent swoop, they descend upon their prey, unseen and unheard until the very last moment. Their facial discs, perfectly shaped to funnel even the faintest rustle, direct sound to their highly sensitive ears. An owl can pinpoint the exact location of a scurrying rodent beneath a thick blanket of snow or a pile of fallen leaves, guided by sound alone. With a swift, silent dive, they pierce the darkness, snatching their quarry from beneath the cover of earth and foliage. Each raptor species has evolved its own unique hunting strategy, perfectly adapted to its environment and prey. The peregrine falcon, for example, is the fastest animal on Earth. In a breathtaking display, it folds its wings and plummets from the sky in a stoop, reaching speeds over 200 miles per hour. With unerring accuracy, it strikes birds mid-flight, the impact alone often enough to stun or kill its prey instantly. Eagles, with their immense wingspans, soar high above lakes and rivers, their keen eyes searching for the glint of fish below. When the moment is right, they fold their wings and dive, talons outstretched, to snatch a fish from the shimmering surface. Kestrels, smaller but no less formidable, hover in place above grasslands, their wings beating rapidly as they scan for the slightest movement. With patience and precision, they wait for the perfect moment to strike. In this aerial realm, every predator plays a vital role in the intricate web of life. Raptors keep populations of rodents, reptiles and smaller birds in check, ensuring that no single species dominates the landscape. Their presence shapes the very balance of life below. With each successful hunt, whether it's a mouse snatched from the grass, a snake plucked from the undergrowth, or a bird intercepted mid-flight, they maintain the delicate equilibrium of their ecosystems. Their mastery of flight, unparalleled vision, and silent stealth make them the undisputed rulers of the sky, feared and respected by all who dwell beneath their shadow. The dance of predator and prey plays out far above our heads, a never-ending contest of skill, strength, and survival. In this boundless, ever-changing sky, only the strongest, most skillful hunters endure, ensuring that the ancient drama of life and death continues high above the world below. In the world's most unforgiving realms, where icy winds howl and snow blankets the earth in endless white, survival is a daily battle. Here the sun can vanish for months, plunging the land into a deep, frigid darkness. In these polar extremes, only the most formidable creatures rise to the top of the food chain. The Arctic, shrouded in the long polar night, is ruled by a predator perfectly sculpted by evolution for this frozen domain. The polar bear, largest of all bears, reigns supreme atop the ice. Its massive paws act as snowshoes, distributing its weight as it traverses the fragile, shifting floes. Beneath a dense coat of insulating fur and a thick layer of blubber, the polar bear is shielded from the biting cold. It can trek for days, even weeks, across the ever-changing landscape, driven by hunger and instinct. Its journey is a relentless search for seals, the lifeblood of its existence. Patiently it stalks the ice, seeking out the telltale signs of a breathing hole. With a sense of smell so acute, the polar bear can detect a seal's breath from nearly a mile away, even beneath thick snow and ice. It waits, motionless, for hours, sometimes days, by a single hole, its white fur blending seamlessly with the snow, a ghostly sentinel of the Arctic. When the moment comes, the bear's strike is swift and powerful, a testament to its patience and predatory prowess. But the Arctic is not the only frozen kingdom ruled by apex hunters. Far to the south, beneath the frozen Antarctic waves, a different predator stalks the icy depths. The leopard seal, sleek and muscular, glides effortlessly along the edge of the pack ice, patrolling its territory with silent authority. Its jaws, lined with razor-sharp teeth, are designed for gripping slippery prey, penguins, fish, and even other seals. With lightning speed, the leopard seal chases down penguins beneath the ice, twisting and turning with astonishing agility. Fish scatter in its wake, but few can escape its relentless pursuit. Its streamlined body allows it to dart through the frigid water, a shadowy hunter, blending patience with explosive bursts of speed. The leopard seal is both stalker and sprinter, waiting in ambush or launching sudden attacks with unmatched ferocity. Yet, these polar regions are home to other masters of survival as well. Each has carved out a niche in this harsh environment, adapting in remarkable ways. The Arctic fox, with its thick winter coat, prowls the tundra in search of scraps left by larger predators. The orca, or killer whale, breaks through the pack ice, hunting seals and fish with intelligence and teamwork. The snowy owl, silent and watchful, scans the white expanse for unsuspecting prey. In these lands, every hunt is a test of endurance, ingenuity, and raw power. Each predator must outwit its prey and outlast the elements. Life here clings to the very edge, where the cold is unyielding and the nights are long. Only the most resilient, the most cunning, and the most powerful can survive. In these stark, frozen kingdoms, the title of apex predator is earned through relentless struggle and extraordinary adaptation, an eternal testament to nature's ingenuity. Beneath the emerald canopy of the world's rainforests, where sunlight barely pierces the thick, interwoven leaves, shadows move in silence, each one a story of survival and predation unfolding in the perpetual twilight. Here the jaguar reigns as a phantom of the undergrowth. With every step, its massive paws press softly into the damp earth, leaving barely a trace. The jaguar's world is one of patience and precision, where every movement is calculated, every breath measured. Its rosetted fur, a masterpiece of camouflage, allows it to melt into the dappled sunlight and shifting shadows. The jaguar becomes invisible, a living ghost stalking through the tangled vines and mossy roots, eyes fixed on the faintest flicker of movement. When the moment comes, the jaguar's powerful jaws, among the strongest in the animal kingdom, clamp down with astonishing force, capable of crushing the skulls of its prey in a single decisive bite. This is a predator that hunts not just with strength, but with an almost surgical precision. The jaguar's patience is legendary. It can wait motionless for hours, hidden in a tangle of roots or crouched beneath a curtain of leaves, watching, listening and waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. When it does, the attack is swift and silent, a blur of rosettes and muscle, striking from cover and vanishing just as quickly into the green labyrinth, leaving only the echo of its presence behind. High above, another master hunter surveys the world below. The harpy eagle, with its imposing crown of feathers and piercing gaze, is the undisputed monarch of the rainforest canopy. Its talons, thick and curved like scimitars, are among the most formidable in the avian world. The harpy eagle waits, motionless, its keen eyes tracking every movement on the forest floor far below, searching for the slightest sign of prey. With a wingspan that parts the dense leaves, the harpy eagle launches itself from its perch, gliding effortlessly through the tangled branches, its flight both powerful and eerily silent. In a flash it descends, snatching monkeys and sloths from the treetops with effortless power. Its prey, often unaware until the last moment, is carried away into the green gloom, vanishing into the maze of branches and leaves. But the rainforest is a tapestry woven with many hunters. In the shadows below, stealthy ocelots prowl, their spotted coats blending perfectly with the mottled light. The bushmaster snake, a master of ambush, lies coiled and motionless on the forest floor, its scales mimicking the fallen leaves. At the water's edge, caimans lurk, their eyes just above the surface, waiting for the unwary to draw near. Each predator, perfectly adapted to its niche, moves with a purpose honed by generations of survival. The ocelot's agility, the bushmaster's venom, the caiman's patience, all are tools in the endless contest between hunter and hunted. Together they maintain the delicate balance of life in this lush, crowded world. Every hunt, every chase, every narrow escape is a thread in the intricate web that sustains the rainforest's astonishing diversity. Without their silent stewardship, the harmony of the rainforest would unravel and the ancient rhythms of life would falter. Apex predators shape the rhythm of the jungle, their presence felt in every shadow, every rustle, every heartbeat of the forest. By keeping populations in check, they ensure the survival of countless species that depend on this ancient, shadowed realm, a world where every life is connected and every predator is both hunter and guardian of the wild. Beneath the relentless sun and across endless waves of sand, a different breed of apex predator emerges, the masters of the desert. Here, survival demands ingenuity, resilience, and extraordinary adaptation. Every grain of sand tells a story of struggle and triumph. The desert lion, leaner and more elusive than its savanna kin, prowls the dunes with silent determination. Its golden coat blends seamlessly with the sandy backdrop, a perfect camouflage in this harsh environment. These lions traverse vast territories, enduring scorching days and freezing nights, hunting oryx and gazelle with patience forged by scarcity. Their keen senses and strategic prowess make them formidable hunters in this unforgiving terrain. Slithering beneath the surface, the horned viper glides through the sand, leaving only a fleeting trace. Its movements are a dance of precision, each undulation a testament to its mastery of the desert. Its cryptic coloration blends seamlessly with the arid landscape, and with a single swift strike, it secures a meal before retreating beneath the cool shade of a rock. The viper's venom is a potent weapon, ensuring its survival in this harsh world. Above, the sky belongs to birds of prey, like the mighty lanner falcon. With wings outstretched, it rides the thermals, a master of the skies. With keen eyesight, it soars high above the desert, scanning for movement below. Every flicker of motion is a potential meal, and the falcon's sharp vision ensures nothing goes unnoticed. A sudden stoop, a burst of speed, and the falcon claims its prize, a testament to precision honed by the harsh environment. Its talons grip the prey with unyielding strength, a perfect execution of nature's design. Each desert apex predator is a master of endurance and efficiency, their lives a testament to the art of survival against all odds. They have evolved to thrive where others would perish, their existence a delicate balance of power and perseverance. In this unforgiving world, they are not just hunters, they are the guardians of balance, shaping the fragile ecosystems of the sands. Their presence ensures the desert remains a place of life, a testament to nature's resilience and adaptability. As the sun slips beneath the horizon, the world transforms. Shadows stretch across the land, and a hush settles over the wilderness. But this silence is deceptive, for as darkness deepens, a hidden world stirs to life, a realm where the most skilled and elusive hunters reign supreme. Under the cloak of night, creatures with extraordinary adaptations emerge. Their senses are sharpened for the absence of light, eyes that gather every stray photon, ears that catch the faintest rustle, noses that detect the subtlest scent. In this world, silence and patience are the keys to survival. Deep within ancient forests, the Eurasian eagle owl becomes a ghost among the trees. Its broad wings, lined with velvety feathers, muffle every beat, allowing it to glide in utter silence. Its enormous eyes, adapted for the dimmest light, scan the forest floor for the slightest flicker of movement. With a sudden, precise swoop, the owl descends. Its talons, razor-sharp and unyielding, close around its unsuspecting prey. In a heartbeat, the hunter vanishes, melting back into the darkness, leaving no trace but a whisper of wind. Across the African savanna, the leopard becomes a living shadow. Its rosette-patterned coat breaks up its outline, blending seamlessly with the dappled moonlight and the tall grasses that sway in the night breeze. The leopard's vision is finely tuned for the dark, its pupils dilating wide to capture every glimmer. It moves with calculated grace, each step measured and silent, as it stalks through the undergrowth, eyes glowing with predatory intent. Patiently it closes the distance to its quarry. Then, with a sudden burst of explosive power, it pounces, striking with deadly precision. Before the first rays of dawn, the leopard has vanished, its presence betrayed only by the faintest disturbance in the grass. In the dense jungles of South America, the jaguar prowls the tangled riverbanks. Its senses are attuned to the world of water and shadow, detecting the faintest ripple or the softest rustle of leaves. With jaws strong enough to pierce the skulls of armoured prey, The jaguar is a master of ambush. It waits, motionless, until the perfect moment, then strikes with overwhelming force, dragging its catch into the undergrowth to feast in solitude. Far from the land, in the inky blackness of the ocean's depths, the night is alive with its own predators. Here, sunlight never penetrates, and survival depends on senses beyond human comprehension. The giant squid, with eyes as large as dinner plates, scans the abyss for the faintest glimmer of bioluminescence. Its tentacles, lined with powerful suckers, are ready to seize any creature that strays too close. Sharks, too, patrol these waters. Their bodies are equipped with electroreceptors, allowing them to sense the electric fields of hidden prey. In the darkness, they become the ultimate seekers, guided by invisible signals. Across every continent and ocean, the night belongs to these apex predators. Their mastery of darkness turns the world after sunset into a vast hunting ground, where only the most skilled survive. Through countless generations, evolution has shaped them into specialists of the unseen. They remind us that the most formidable hunters are not always those in plain sight, but those who move in silence and shadow, unseen, unheard, and all the more powerful for it. Long before the first owl glided through the night, before the jaguar prowled the riverbank, the world was already a stage for apex predators. But to truly understand the roots of predation, we must journey far deeper into the past, into epochs when the earth itself was young, and life was locked in a ceaseless struggle for dominance. Imagine a world where the air was thick with mist and the ground trembled beneath the footsteps of giants. Here the earliest predators began to shape the very fabric of life, forging the rules of the hunt that would echo through the ages. Journey with us back in time, across shifting continents and evolving climates, to an era when titanic hunters reigned supreme and the balance of power was written in tooth and claw. In the ancient seas, long before the first dinosaurs walked the land, monstrous fish like Dunkleosteus patrolled the depths. Armoured in bone and wielding jaws like living guillotines, Dunkleosteus could crush ancient fish with a single devastating bite. These primeval hunters were the first to master the art of predation, their bodies evolving into perfect machines for pursuit and ambush. On land, the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex emerged as the undisputed king of the late Cretaceous. With senses honed to detect the faintest movement and a bite force capable of shattering bone, T-Rex was the ultimate terrestrial predator. Its massive jaws, lined with serrated teeth, could crush the armour of even the most formidable prey, while its keen eyes scanned the forests for the slightest sign of weakness. As the continents drifted and climates shifted, the world became a crucible for evolutionary innovation. New predators arose, each uniquely adapted to the challenges of their time. The relentless pressure to survive drove the evolution of ever more specialized hunters, each one a masterpiece of adaptation. In the Pleistocene, the saber-toothed Smilodon haunted the open plains, its elongated fangs perfectly designed to deliver a fatal bite to the throat of massive herbivores. Smilodon's powerful forelimbs and muscular build allowed it to wrestle prey to the ground, relying on stealth and explosive strength to ambush its victims. Meanwhile, the dire wolf hunted in formidable packs, their coordinated attacks overwhelming even the largest prey. Teamwork became their ultimate weapon, a strategy that would echo through the ages in the hunting tactics of modern canines. Through the eons, apex predators evolved remarkable adaptations, sharper claws, keener senses, and ever more efficient hunting strategies. Some developed retractable claws for silent stalking, others evolved night vision to hunt under the cover of darkness, and many honed their senses to detect the faintest scent or sound. Hunting strategies became ever more sophisticated: ambush, pursuit, pack coordination. each innovation a response to the escalating arms race between predator and prey. In the oceans, the colossal megalodon reigned supreme. With jaws wide enough to swallow a car and teeth as long as a human hand, Megalodon was the ultimate marine hunter, preying on whales and other giants of the deep before vanishing into extinction. On land, the agile velociraptor relied on speed, intelligence and razor-sharp claws to outwit its prey, often hunting in coordinated packs to bring down animals much larger than itself. Though many of these giants have vanished, their legacy endures in the predators of today. The descendants of these ancient hunters, today's apex predators, bear the marks of their ancestors' innovations, each adaptation a living testament to the relentless drive for survival. From the serrated teeth of sharks to the coordinated hunts of wolves, every trait is a chapter in the ongoing story of evolution's arms race. The story of predation is the story of evolution itself, a tale of adaptation, innovation, and the unending quest for mastery over the wild. Across the ages, only the most formidable survived, each generation refining the art of the hunt. In this eternal contest, the giants of the past have left an indelible mark, their legacy living on in the rulers of today's wild domains. Across every continent and in every ecosystem, a silent contest rages on, a relentless arms race between predator and prey. This battle is as old as life itself, a ceaseless struggle for survival that drives the evolution of both hunter and hunted. For every sharpened claw there is a tougher hide. Predators develop lethal weapons, fangs, claws and venom, while prey species evolve defenses like thick hides, spines and toxins. For every ambush perfected in the shadows, there is a new way to sense danger. Predators like leopards master the art of stealth, moving silently through dense foliage, while prey animals like deer and antelope develop heightened senses, always alert to the slightest rustle. Gazelles evolve to run faster and turn sharper, their bodies built for speed and agility, capable of making split-second decisions to evade capture. This forces cheetahs to become even swifter and more agile, their sleek bodies and powerful muscles designed for explosive speed and quick maneuvers. In the frozen tundras, Arctic hares grow whiter fur for camouflage, blending seamlessly into the snowy landscape to avoid detection. Meanwhile, Arctic foxes develop keener hearing to detect the faintest movement beneath the snow, their acute senses allowing them to pinpoint prey even in the harshest conditions. In the oceans, cuttlefish master the art of disguise, their skin capable of rapid colour change to blend with their surroundings, making them invisible to predators. They can even morph their shape, mimicking the textures and forms of coral and rocks to avoid lurking hunters. Sharks, in turn, refine their senses to pick up the faintest electrical signals in the water, detecting the heartbeat of hidden prey. This evolutionary tug-of-war leads to astonishing adaptations and counter-adaptations, venomous spines, armoured shells, deceptive mimicry and acute senses. The stakes are simple: survival. Every advance by a predator drives innovation in its prey, pushing them to develop new strategies and defences. And every new defence in prey challenges predators to adapt anew, leading to a continuous cycle of adaptation and counter-adaptation. Through this eternal struggle, nature crafts a dynamic balance, ensuring that neither hunter nor hunted ever truly dominates. It is this ongoing battle that shapes the diversity and resilience of life on our planet, a testament to the ingenuity of evolution. From the savannas to the oceans, from the Arctic tundras to the dense forests, the predator-prey arms race is a driving force behind the incredible variety of life forms and their remarkable adaptations. This relentless pursuit of survival, encoded in the very DNA of each species, is a powerful reminder of the intricate and ever-evolving dance of life on Earth. Apex predators, those at the very top of the food chain, are far more than just formidable hunters. They are the silent architects of their ecosystems, orchestrating a delicate balance that ripples through every level of the wild. Their presence or absence can reshape entire landscapes, influencing the behavior, population and health of countless species. In the African savanna, the lion's silent patrols do more than just keep herbivores in check. Their very existence alters where antelope graze, prompting herds to move more frequently and preventing overgrazing of grasses in any single area. This constant movement allows vegetation to recover, nourishing the soil and supporting a greater diversity of plant and animal life. Without lions, the savanna would quickly become barren, its delicate balance lost. In the world's forests, wolves play a similar role. As they stalk the shadows, their presence keeps deer and elk populations in balance, allowing young trees and shrubs to flourish. This renewed plant growth provides food and shelter for birds, insects, and countless other creatures. When wolves were reintroduced to Yellowstone National Park, the effects were profound. Rivers changed course as vegetation returned to riverbanks, stabilizing the soil and creating lush habitats for beavers, otters, and songbirds. The wolves' influence cascaded through the ecosystem, demonstrating the far-reaching power of a single apex predator. In the oceans, orcas and sharks patrol the depths, regulating the numbers of seals, sea lions, and even other predators. Their hunting patterns force prey species to stay on the move, preventing any one group from overwhelming a particular area. Coral reefs and kelp forests thrive under this watchful balance, supporting dazzling arrays of marine life. Even in the remote Arctic, polar bears shape the fate of seals and fish, their hunting habits influencing the movement of entire populations beneath the ice. As polar bears roam, seals become more cautious, shifting their berthing sites and altering their migration routes. The ripple effect can be felt all the way down to the smallest crustaceans living beneath the frozen surface. Apex predators are not just hunters, they are ecosystem engineers. By controlling populations, they prevent outbreaks of disease, maintain healthy gene pools, and allow weaker species to recover. Their impact is felt in the air, on the land, and beneath the waves, weaving a tapestry of life that is stronger and more resilient because of their presence. In the grand theatre of nature, apex predators play a leading role. Their actions shape the world around them in ways both subtle and profound, ensuring that the wild remains vibrant, diverse, and ever-changing. The story of every ecosystem is, in part, the story of its apex predators, the guardians and architects of the wild. Across the tapestry of time, the world's greatest predators have been shaped by the relentless hand of evolution. Each apex predator is the product of millions of years of natural selection, fine-tuning their bodies and behaviors for survival at the very top of the food chain. Their adaptations are not mere accidents, they are masterstrokes of nature's ingenuity, honed to perfection in the silent, unending contest between hunter and hunted. In the shadowy depths of the ocean, the great white shark glides with effortless grace. Its torpedo-shaped body is built for speed, slicing through water with minimal resistance. Rows of serrated teeth, each replaced thousands of times in a lifetime, ensure that no prey escapes its jaws. Electroreceptors along its snout allow it to detect the faintest electrical impulses, sensing hidden prey even in total darkness. Its skin, covered in tiny denticles, reduces drag and muffles sound, turning the shark into a ghostly predator, unseen until the final strike. On the African plains, the cheetah's every muscle is tailored for the chase. Lightweight bones, elongated limbs, and a flexible spine allow for explosive acceleration, capable of reaching speeds up to 70 miles per hour. Its oversized nasal passages and lungs deliver vital oxygen during the sprint, while non-retractable claws dig into the earth for traction. Black tear marks beneath its eyes reduce glare from the harsh sun, keeping its vision sharp and focused on fleeing prey. Deep within the rainforest, the jaguar stalks in silence. Its powerful jaws and robust skull can crush the thickest bones and turtle shells, a unique adaptation among big cats. Camouflaged by dappled rosettes, it slips unseen through tangled undergrowth, its padded paws muffling each footfall. Retractable claws remain razor-sharp, ready to seize and subdue any creature it encounters. In the Arctic, the polar bear's survival depends on unmatched cold-weather adaptations. A thick layer of blubber insulates against frigid temperatures, while its translucent fur refracts and traps heat from the sun. Large paddle-like paws distribute weight across thin ice and aid in powerful swimming, making the polar bear a master of two worlds, land and sea. Its keen sense of smell can detect seals beneath meters of snow and ice, guiding it through a landscape of endless white. Above the treetops, the harpy eagle reigns supreme. Its massive talons, stronger than a grizzly bear's claws, can snatch monkeys and sloths from the branches with deadly precision. Short, broad wings allow agile flight through dense forests, while keen eyesight spots the faintest movement far below. Every adaptation tells a story, a tale of challenges overcome and rivals outwitted. Whether it's the stealthy approach of a leopard, the social coordination of a wolf pack, or the venom-laced bite of a king cobra, these evolutionary innovations are the keys to dominance. The result is a breathtaking diversity of form and function, each predator uniquely equipped to shape and be shaped by its environment. In the endless arms race between predator and prey, evolution never rests. New challenges spark new solutions, ensuring that apex predators remain at the cutting edge of nature's grand design. Their adaptations, both ancient and ongoing, are a testament to the power and creativity of life itself, a living record of nature's greatest survivors. Across every continent and ocean, the ancient balance between predator and prey is shifting. Climate change, an invisible force, is redrawing the boundaries of survival for the world's apex predators. As temperatures climb and ecosystems transform, these masters of adaptation face challenges unlike any in their evolutionary histories. In the Arctic, the polar bear's icy kingdom is melting away. Sea ice, once a vast hunting ground, recedes earlier each spring and forms later each autumn. Starved of stable platforms from which to hunt seals, polar bears are forced to swim longer distances or roam inland, expending precious energy. The once predictable rhythm of freeze and thaw is now erratic, leaving cubs vulnerable and adult bears emaciated, their snowy domain shrinking with each passing year. In the rainforests, jaguars prowl beneath a canopy altered by droughts and fierce storms. As rainfall patterns become unpredictable, the lush undergrowth that conceals hunter and hunted alike begins to thin. Prey animals vanish into new territories while rivers swell and recede in unfamiliar cycles. The jaguar's world becomes a labyrinth of uncertainty, its camouflage less effective, its prey more elusive. Upon the savannah, lions and cheetahs contend with the relentless advance of heat and drought. Watering holes dry to cracked earth, and herds of antelope and zebra migrate in search of scarce resources. Apex predators must travel farther and riskier distances, confronting new rivals and unfamiliar hazards. The ancient dance between hunter and hunted is fractured, as hunger drives desperate choices and competition intensifies. In the world's oceans, the great white shark follows prey into cooler waters, journeying to unfamiliar coasts as sea temperatures rise. Coral reefs bleach and die, unravelling food webs that once supported countless species. As currents shift and fish populations dwindle, sharks and other marine hunters must adapt or perish, their ancient migratory routes disrupted by invisible tides of change. Above, the harpy eagle circles forests scarred by wildfire and drought. Fewer tall trees remain for nesting, and prey animals scatter as habitats fragment. The eagle's sharp eyesight scans a landscape in flux, searching for stability in a world growing less predictable with each passing season. Apex predators, once the unchallenged rulers of their realms, now find themselves at the mercy of forces beyond their control. Their legendary adaptations, honed over millennia, are tested in new and unexpected ways. Some will innovate, shifting ranges or altering hunting strategies. Others, less fortunate, may vanish, leaving behind a silence where once there was power and majesty. Yet in this unfolding drama, the fate of apex predators is entwined with the fate of entire ecosystems. As they struggle to adapt, so too does the world around them. The loss or decline of a single top predator can ripple outward, reshaping forests, grasslands, and oceans in ways both subtle and profound. In the shadows of change, the story of apex predators is being rewritten. Their resilience will determine not only their own survival, but the balance of life on Earth itself, a delicate equilibrium now trembling under the weight of a warming world. Beneath the surface of every thriving ecosystem lies a complex web, invisible yet all-encompassing, the intricate dance of predator and prey. Far from being adversaries locked in endless conflict, apex predators and their prey are partners in a delicate choreography, each shaping the other's fate in profound and subtle ways. In the African savanna, the lion's roar echoes across the plains, a signal not just of dominance, but of balance. The presence of lions keeps herds of wildebeest and zebras on the move, preventing them from overgrazing the grasslands. This constant motion allows vegetation to recover, nurturing the soil and sustaining countless other species. Without the regulating force of predators, prey populations can explode, stripping landscapes bare and triggering cascades of decline for plants and smaller animals alike. In the forests of North America, the silent step of the grey wolf has far-reaching effects. When wolves hunt elk and deer, they do more than thin herds. They shape their behaviours. Prey animals grow vigilant, avoiding certain valleys and riverbanks, giving young trees and shrubs a chance to flourish. These pockets of regrowth provide shelter for songbirds, beavers and insects, weaving new threads into the tapestry of life. Along the coral reefs, the shadowy presence of reef sharks keeps shoals of fish alert and agile. Predators cull the weak and the sick, strengthening the gene pool and preventing disease from sweeping through the population. Healthy prey mean healthy predators, and the cycle continues, a perpetual exchange that sustains the richness of the sea. Even the smallest apex hunters, like the owl gliding through moonlit woodlands, play their part. By preying on rodents, they prevent populations from surging and consuming the seeds and saplings that will one day become towering trees. The balance tips and the entire forest feels the change. This interdependence is not static. It evolves with every season, every birth and death, every shift in climate or migration pattern. Predator and prey are bound by a relentless push and pull, each adapting to the other's moves. A faster gazelle means a swifter cheetah. A clever rabbit means a more cunning fox. Their destinies are written together in the tracks left on mud, the marks on bark, the silent glances in the long grass. Remove one, and the other is lost, either to unchecked abundance or to starvation. Together they form the heartbeat of the wild, a rhythm that sustains entire worlds. The web of survival is strong yet fragile, its strands woven by countless generations of pursuit and escape, vigilance and vulnerability. In this eternal relationship, predator and prey are not simply enemies. They are architects of each other's existence, forging the balance that allows life to flourish in all its forms. As dawn breaks over a restless world, the fate of apex predators hangs in the balance, caught between the enduring rhythms of nature and the shifting tides of tomorrow. Across continents and oceans, these silent rulers have weathered countless storms, ice ages, droughts, mass migrations, and the slow march of evolution. Yet the future they now face is more uncertain than ever before. Imagine a savanna where the grass grows taller, but the lion's roar is seldom heard. Changes in rainfall patterns reshape the landscape, forcing herds to seek new grazing grounds. Apex hunters, ever adaptable, must learn to track unfamiliar prey, to read new scents on the wind, and to claim territories altered by shifting climates. In the high Arctic, melting ice opens passages once closed for millennia. Polar bears, lords of the frozen realm, wander farther in search of seals, pressing into lands where the rules of survival are being rewritten. Some may turn to new food sources, while others face the daunting challenge of dwindling ice and unpredictable seasons. Beneath the waves, great white sharks cruise through warming waters, following the migrations of fish that no longer heed old boundaries. Coral reefs, bleached and battered, test the resilience of reef sharks and the intricate food webs they uphold. New predators may rise, while others fade into memory, each shift echoing through the silent blue. In the rainforest, jaguars and harpy eagles navigate a labyrinth of shrinking forests and changing prey. As old trees fall and new growth struggles to take root, these apex hunters must adapt their strategies, honing their senses to survive in a world where tomorrow never looks quite like today. Yet, even as challenges mount, the story of apex predators is one of remarkable resilience. Evolution's masterstrokes have equipped them with tools to endure: intelligence, cunning, cooperation, and the ability to learn from each new dawn. Packs of wolves may change their hunting grounds, prides of lions may split and reunite, and solitary hunters may forge new paths across the landscape. The future of apex predators will be shaped not just by the obstacles they encounter, but by the strength of the ecosystems they anchor. Each adaptation, each leap and chase, weaves new possibilities into the tapestry of life. For every challenge there is a chance for innovation, for every loss a seed of renewal. As the sun sets on one era and rises on the next, the destiny of apex predators remains unwritten, a tale of survival, adaptation, and hope. In the wild's quiet corners, the pulse of the hunt continues, and with it, the promise that these unseen rulers may yet endure, shaping the world for generations yet to come.